So overwhelmed with joy, I couldn't find the words.
Freddie Freeman of the Dodgers. His family faced a heartbreaking challenge when their youngest son was diagnosed with a serious illness. During that difficult time, the heartfelt support and special gifts from Shohei Ohtani and his Dodgers teammates to Freeman's young son have once again become a topic of conversation. In this video, we'll share the story of his son's illness and recovery, along with the touching gestures from the Dodgers that meant so much to the family.
Thank you for being here. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe.
The Freemans' heartbreak as their youngest son battles illness.
At the 2024 MLB All-Star Game, Freeman's youngest son, Max, was there in Texas with his family, enjoying the game. But not long after, Max suddenly fell ill. After undergoing medical tests, he was diagnosed with Guillain-Barré syndrome, a rare condition in children. Guillain-Barré syndrome is a condition where the immune system mistakenly attacks the body's own nerves. As a result, people may experience numbness in their hands and feet, along with a loss of strength. The symptoms gradually worsen, and in severe cases, it can even make breathing difficult. However, with proper treatment, many patients are able to recover. This illness is rare and is often triggered by infections. Max, who was diagnosed with Guillain-Barré syndrome, developed extremely severe symptoms. He was admitted to the ICU, suffered from full-body paralysis, and was placed on a ventilator, fighting for his life at the very edge between life and death. At one point, Max's life was in serious danger. But little by little, he began to recover, and eventually, his breathing tube and ventilator were removed. In early August, Freeman's wife, Chelsea, shared an update on her Instagram. "Max is such a special boy, and he's fighting so hard. This will be a journey to recovery, but we truly believe Max will make a full recovery. We are amazed by the improvement Max has made in just the past 48 hours. This is a huge win for us. We believe in the power of prayer and continue to watch over Max's recovery. Please continue to keep Max and our family in your prayers." MLB's official account also reacted to Chelsea's post with a heart emoji. Sportsnet LA reporter Kirsten Watson added, "We love you, Max. So happy to hear he's recovering." Fans from all around the world also shared their support with messages like, "This is wonderful news. We're praying for your family." Freeman's wife, Chelsea, met him back in 2011 when they were students. And after 3.5 years of dating, they got married. In September 2016, they welcomed their first son, Charlie, via an emergency C-section. Hoping to grow their family, the Freemans continued their journey. While Freeman focused on baseball, Chelsea went through fertility treatments. Looking back on that time, Chelsea shared, "It was physically and emotionally exhausting. I saw so many doctors and went through countless tests. And since it was during the season, I had to handle most of it on my own. In the end, it was all worth it. But going through it was one of the hardest things I've ever experienced mentally." Then, in 2020, the couple chose surrogacy. In an incredible turn of events, Chelsea also became pregnant around the same time. Their second son, Brandon, was born on December 20th, 2020, and their youngest son, Max, followed on February 14th, 2021. Having overcome so many challenges, the Freemans spoke about their journey through pregnancy and fertility treatments, saying, "Every family has a different story. We also wanted to respect the privacy of our surrogate." Speaking about Freeman, Chelsea said, "Being a baseball player is important to him, but being a father means even more."
A gift for Freeman's youngest son during his illness.
After being in critical condition, Freeman's youngest son, Max, made a recovery and was eventually discharged from the hospital. Freeman also stepped away from the team for a time, returning to California to be by Max's side and care for him. Speaking about Freeman, Shohei Ohtani said, "I think the most important thing right now is that Freddie can be with his family and support them without any worries. For that, it's important that we keep winning as a team and send the message that everything is okay here, so he can feel at ease." With those words, Ohtani made it clear that the entire team stood behind Freeman and his family. During that time, the Dodgers sent Max a special notebook. Inside were handwritten messages from the Dodgers family, including Shohei Ohtani. It's easy to imagine how much those heartfelt messages from the players encouraged Max and gave strength to the Freeman family. After recovering and returning home, Max was finally back with his family. Freeman also rejoined the team, but what he saw there was truly unexpected. Before the game, players including Shohei Ohtani and Yoshinobu Yamamoto were wearing special T-shirts during practice with #MaxStrong printed on them. These shirts were a show of support for Freeman and his family. Before the game, manager Roberts said, "I'm really happy to see teammates and coaches wearing these shirts to support Freddie. We're truly glad to have him back. I hope the time he spends here with the team can be even a small source of comfort for him." Freeman also spoke at a press conference before the game. Freeman said, "The hardest part was seeing my 3-year-old son needing help to breathe. I kept wishing I or my wife, Chelsea, could take his place. I've been through a lot in my life, but this was the most painful experience of all. Losing my mom was incredibly hard, but this is something I can't even compare to that. I'm sorry to Dodgers fans, but if I had to choose, I'd rather strike out 300 million times in a row, with the bases loaded in the bottom of the 9th in Game 7 of the World Series, than ever see that again." Freeman also looked back on the moment Max began to recover, saying, "It was Wednesday at 10:46 p.m. I'll never forget it. He came off the ventilator and sat on my lap. I was able to hold my son again. When he was born and we gave him his name, I wondered how strong he would grow up to be. But I never imagined he'd prove it at just 3 years old." As Freeman stepped in for his first at-bat in his return game, he was met with a thunderous ovation from the crowd. And it wasn't just the fans. Shohei Ohtani, who had been at the plate just before him, along with the entire Dodgers bench and even the opposing Phillies bench, all gave him a warm round of applause. As if to celebrate Freeman's return, Ohtani launched his 34th home run of the season. That homer proved to be the difference in the game, as the Dodgers secured a 5-3 victory, making it a perfect emotional win for Freeman's return. In a post-game interview, Ohtani said, "I think everyone was cheering for Freddie. Max still has rehab ahead of him, so hearing that kind of support from the crowd was truly special. And to win this first game with Freddie back, it means a lot for the team." The team had been struggling during Freeman's absence, but with his return, they regained momentum and went on to win the World Series. This is a heartwarming story of an entire team coming together to support the Freeman family. There's a reason why the Dodgers are so strong. They're not just about baseball. They're a team that can truly move people's hearts. So, what kind of drama awaits us this season? The Dodgers are aiming for 10 titles in a row, and that's also Shohei Ohtani's goal. Let's all continue to support Shohei Ohtani this year.
Thanks for watching all the way through. What did you think? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us as we continue to follow Shohei Ohtani's incredible journey. See you in the next one.